to get familiar with the car you're driving first on where all these handles are. So look at the doors handle when you get in the car, find where the hood release is. Most times it's going to be driver's side under the dash. So some kind of lever or a button. So look for that first. On here, on these. And most Ford is always driver's side foot here. Now jump starting.
Do all cars have a little click that you put your hand in?
Yeah, so now that's a good point. Someone want to open this? Someone give it a shot and open the hood.
We're a driver though. Who's a driver?
Right, go.
Who's driving? Right. That should be one. Who's driving right now?
It's okay.
I'll show you how. I'll show you what to look for.
Okay.
Okay. So we're gonna look for it. Kneel down, and depending on the car you have, once you get to this point, you're gonna look for the release lever. So see this yellow lever here?
Yeah.
That's what you're gonna look for now. It could be yellow, red. So come in here. You're gonna push that to the left and open the hood.
Get your hands up. Yeah.
Otherwise,
So then once your hood is up, how do you keep it up? Yep.
Oh my god, I'm awesome.
Yep. Now. Yep. On the left hand
Yeah.
side, there's a little down a little bit further. There's a little knob right there. Yep. There you go.
That's it.
Good job.
So that handle is what you're going to look for. Once you get the hood released inside, you're going to come over here. It could be left, right, yellow, red. Look for this. You're going to push it over and pull the hood. Now some hoods will have shocks on it, but be careful. Make sure before you let go of it, you know if the shocks are holding it or you have to put the prop up. So jump starting now. When you come under the hood, you're going to find your battery. Now again, it's going to be, every car is going to be a different spot, and a lot of them, like this car, are going to be harder to get to. Half the battery is underneath the windshield. So they're going to give you a place on the car to put the negative side jumper cable or the black cable. Because the black cable is always going to go to the negative side, red's always going to go to the positive side. So just like this car, the red is covering the positive cable, so you know which one it is. The red cable goes there. So you're going to put the red cable on first. Now this is the important part of this, is make sure when you jump start this, you put the red side on first. So red cable goes to the battery first.
So red to red, black to black.
Right. Then you would go to the other car now and put the red side on that car. So the car is jump starting, you put your red cables on first. Second one is going to be the black one. The reason for this now is once you hook this black up, you now have current in here. Once you hook this to the battery, you have this side of the cable is going to have power. If there's going to be a spark when you connect this, and there could be, you want the spark to happen on the black side of the cable. Okay, the red side, if you had a spark jump across this to here, that's when you're going to have battery issues. If there was acid coming out of this, if there was gas coming out, that's when you could ignite a battery. So if you do the ground side, when you connect this to the, like this side has a post here, when you connect this one, if there was going to be a spark, it's going to go to the ground side of the car. What that means is the ground side is hooked up to the car's frame. So if there's going to be a spark, it's just going to run down the frame of the car, and it's not going to cause any problem. So red side first, then the black side. Then you go back to the other car and put the black one up on that car. Okay, so black, red, and then black one, and then the black one. Once you have these hooked together, now you have battery power. So if this is the dead car, you would connect it, jump this one, start it, and then when you're taking these back off, take the black side off first, just like the last one you put on. Take off the black one, take the black one off the other car, and now there's no more power. So now the cables are safe to just take off and put away.
Should the other car be on or what? In the
No,
morning?
so we're doing this without the cars running first. Start the other car, and then come start yours. Now, you could usually jump start without the other car running. But depending on cars now, some batteries have a little bit less power now. So when the car's running, you're gonna have, the alternator's gonna be charging the car, you'll have more power to start. Some weaker battery systems on newer cars use a lower power battery, you're gonna need to have the other car running. But once the cables are like this, you're safe. Once you have on the red side and black side, you're okay and it can start. And then yeah, you leave yours running. Obviously don't shut yours back off because it won't start again. But take the cables off and leave your car running now and go home. Don't go anywhere else because it's probably not gonna start again. Or get somewhere safe that you can have
Yeah,
safe with the
just
car.
because you jumped your car doesn't mean it's going to start right back up again. Go home, go somewhere, go to an automotive store, go to your parents, go where you need to go to get it properly fixed. This is just to get you home.
Right. It's yeah, but you turn it off, it probably won't start again. Oil dipsticks will be in the middle like this, and usually have a yellow handle. But like I said, a lot of cars now don't have them anymore, so you may not be able to check your oil level. If you're driving something that's a little older, you will. I mean, this is a 17, it still has them. Most of our cars still have them, but not for long, probably. Most people are getting away from engine oil. But if you can check it. You want the car to be warm when you check this. So you would run it for maybe a minute, turn the engine off, come out, pull the dipstick out, and look for the oil level. You want it, there's going to be a gauge on here, on the stick. So you're going to look where on here it says full, and you want to make sure the oil is at that level. So I mean, for most of you, you're going to be able to do this. And then I would check that. It's something that's important to check every once in a while. Don't go, months and months before checking your oil if you haven't had an oil change, because if it is leaking, it does get low enough, it's going to cause damage. It's going to cause engine damage. So it's that easy to check. Pull that stick out, look under your hood, get familiar with where it is, and look for the level of oil. Instead, run it for a minute, clean this off, put it back in, take it out, look where it is. This one says it has an F for full, an L for low. Will all be similar. Look for the oil level. Again, you want to be familiar with the spare tire before you get into a situation where you have to use it. So most are going to still be in the trunk. So a lot of ours, though, half the cars we sell don't come with spare tires anymore. The trucks all do, but a lot of the cars don't. So you want to know if you have one or not ahead of time. So if you do have a flat, you know what you're going to be doing. If you're not going to be changing a spare tire, you're going to have to know how to inflate the car. So in the trunk, and most of ours are like this, the spare tire is going to be underneath the carpet. Most cars are going to be this way. So you're going to come in, lift up the carpet. There's going to be a handle on top. That's how you're going to take that off, loosen the spare tire, and you take the tire out. And then the jack should be attached somewhere around that tire. So like on this one, you open this, the spare tire is here. There's a handle on top. We're going to unscrew that. Then there's another handle on this, so we'll take this off. And then the jack will come out. So sometimes it's inside the car, sometimes under the seat, the trunk, but most of the time they're together. Most cars have it with the jack as close to the spare tire. So then on this car, the handle for the lug nuts is actually attached to the jack. So this piece here is what you're going to use to take the wheels off. So this comes off. And then we're going to use this now to put underneath the car to jack it up. So you may have to lower this, like this one. It's stored in the up position, so we have to bring it down now. To get this in the right spot, every car is going to be different on how to do this. You're going to have to look at the owner's manual of the car you're driving to see where this goes. So at Ford's, and a lot of cars use the same thing. If you want to get a flashlight and look along the bottom of the car, there's going to be a little triangle that shows you where this goes. That triangle is where this jack goes underneath the car. If not, sometimes it's just a cutout. You'll see the bottom of the car will go across. There'll be a little square cutout in the body. That's where this goes. So look, figure it out first in your manual where this goes and how it fits in the car.
Some cars have lug nuts locked that you need an actual key.
Right, you need a key for them. Yeah.
So don't like, oh, it's not coming off. Yeah, you might need to find out where it is. Yeah. Right, Susan? Tara? No worries.
This is suspendable. So it's just going to go in there. So you just push it back on, and then you just push down again. See the other push right there. Yep. Good. Nope. Okay, so then use your foot.
Try to put that in. Push from there. You got it. It's going. There you Why are you there? Who's the other one? I got it. You come over here and then you start jacking the car up. Now, so the same way, you're using the same tool. You're going to start turning this and wait for the wheel to come off the ground. And that's why you want the lug nuts loose first, because once this is up, and the wheel's off the ground, it's just going to spin. So now you can take this back off, and we're just going to finish. You loosen the lug nuts already, now you can just take them off. That's why if we had done this with this on the ground, the tire would go. Obviously you want to make sure the car's in park. You're on somewhere safe to do this. I mean, you wouldn't do this with traffic behind you. That's it. So now we would take this off. You would get your spare tire, put the spare on it, tighten that, lower the car down. That again is to get you somewhere safe, not to keep driving on it. But to get you home, somewhere where you could have the tire repaired, a service center, us, parents' house, somewhere where you can get somewhere safe and get the tire repaired. So pick that up. I know, it's going to be heavy. You got it, you do it. No, bring it in there because you're just going to be, this is going to be in the way, you're going to get keep on the side. Okay, so look, you got it close, so that's fine. So now you want to start lowering it down. We'll line up that first hole. There you go. Good. Like a restaurant. Good. Yeah, good job. So now you would put the lug nuts back on, and then use the same tool. You're gonna put them back on tight. So you would run them like you have it. Run them all 5 on. Turn them as tight as you can like this, off the ground, off the ground, and then lower the jack down again, and then make them tight. Alright, so what this does is this is showing you the tread depth. So this tool, you can do this with the tire on the car. You would just turn the tire, and then get to the center of the tire. We're going to check it in 3 spots, but start in the middle. You push this all the way down. Push that flat, and that number there is telling you how much tread's left. So as long as you're in that green area, it's still a safe amount of tread. If you pushed it too deep and it got into the red, that's telling you it's not enough tread. So this is a good quick gauge to just put on your tire, check it like that. As long as it's green, the tire's okay. If you get to a spot, like this one's starting to get a little bit yellow, most of it's green. If you get to a spot that's red, there's not enough tread left, it's not safe. So you guys are gonna get one of these to take home.